Procurement is complex by nature. If you're in this profession, you're not just managing one thing, you're juggling dozens. Suppliers in the hundreds, commodities in the dozens, multiple development projects, all in different stages of the product lifecycle. And then there's the long list of KPIs, cost, quality, speed, innovation, risk, and increasingly sustainability. Procurement leaders often feel like goalkeepers in a football team. You can make 100 saves, but only be remembered for the one that slipped through. In most companies, no one throws you a party for securing a great long-term contract or preventing a risk. But when something goes wrong, when a line stops or a supplier defaults, everyone turns to procurement, and not with praise. Over the past 3 decades, I've worked with many procurement executives across industries and geographies. Some were truly brilliant, masters of supplier relationships, trusted partners to internal stakeholders. But even the best of them sometimes stumbled, not because they weren't capable, but because complexity got the better of them. A missed detail, a forgotten follow-up, a latent risk that suddenly exploded into a crisis. When that happens, reputations take a hit. And the problem is, rebuilding trust in procurement is never a fast process. It doesn't take days or weeks, it can take months or years. So how do you avoid this? I've seen 2 ways that work. One is easy, the other takes discipline and a lot of preparation. Let's start with the easy one. As soon as you're managing a couple of teams, you'll have new talent joining your organization. Usually recent graduates full of energy and promise. Most companies assign them to one of your team members where they quietly begin their journey in procurement. But what I recommend is different. Handpick the most promising individual and appoint them as your chief of staff. This person shadows you, not in a symbolic way, but day in and day out. They sit in meetings with you, they take notes, they track what you say you'll do and what others commit to. They follow up, they protect you from oversights, and they build a system around you that helps you keep all the balls in the air. It's a short-term role, 12 to 18 months, but it serves 2 purposes. First, it protects you, and second, it builds them. By the end of the rotation, they understand your organization better than almost anyone else, and they are ready to lead. Now to the second method. This one is harder but even more powerful. The QBR, the Quarterly Business Review. We've talked about this in previous videos, but let me briefly recap. In top-performing organizations, especially in the tech industry, QBRs are not optional. They're the heartbeat of supplier management. These meetings bring together senior executives from procurement, engineering, and sometimes marketing with top executives from the supplier side. And they follow a strict cadence. Every QBR begins with the supplier reporting back on the homework from the previous session. Then comes detailed feedback across all relevant dimensions: cost, quality, innovation, service, risk, and sustainability. And at the end, a new set of expectations is agreed. But here's the crucial part. The QBR is not just about the supplier, it's also about you. Because when done right, a QBR becomes a structured window into your most important supplier relationships. It's a platform for surfacing issues before they become crises. It forces discipline internally and externally, and it gives you visibility. If your QBRs are in place, well prepared and taken seriously, there are very few surprises. But preparation is everything, especially internally. Your engineers, marketers, product owners, they are not procurement people. They may not share your instinct for structure and documentation. So before the QBR, you must align everyone. Make sure they know the purpose of the meeting, the data you'll be presenting, the story you're telling. Make sure everyone shows up with a common message. Because when the QBR becomes a routine, you own the narrative. And when you own the narrative, you control complexity, you stay ahead of issues, and most importantly, you remain the reliable leader that others can count on. Managing complexity isn't about having a magic wand. It's about building systems around you, people, processes, routines that help you keep control even when the world around you is moving fast. Whether it's a sharp chief of staff who helps you track everything, or the written of well-run KPIs that keep suppliers in check, the goal is the same. Stay visible, stay informed, and stay ahead. Thank you for watching. I'm Schuh, and this is Procurement in the Park.